I've dealt with lots of people who have anxiety disorders,
So I would say writing about your past, unresolved issues in your past, let's say remaining mysteries, reduces the overall level of stress that you carry with you.
And then to make the decision to move forward into the unknown and the land of the stranger. Anyways, I would say that's one of the secrets to a good life.
So getting your story straight in relationship to your past is important. Doing the same in relationship to your future is crucial because that reduces another level of uncertainty, like another domain of uncertainty. If you're uncertain about where you're going or why, that makes you chronically stressed. Okay, so that can help. If you do those things, you straighten out your story about who you are and where you're going, that will lower your baseline levels of neuroticism. Now, more orderly and industrious people suffer less from negative emotion. Okay, and that's probably because they put their environments in order, right? They actually keep order in their immediate environment, so things are neat and orderly around them, but they also work hard so that the future is more stable. Okay, so then what else? Excess concern about the narrow self is associated with self-conscious suffering. So, for example, by calculating the relative number of self-referential pronouns that are used in speech or writing of the people involved. And the more people concentrate on themselves, their narrow selves, the more miserable they are. So now you can't really escape from that trap by consciously trying to think less about yourself, because if you start thinking less about thinking about yourself, you just end up thinking more about yourself. That's not helpful. But what you can do, this is extremely useful, is you can start thinking about how to put other people at ease and what you can do for other people, like how you can be of service. And paradoxically, because that takes the self-conscious stress off you, then your negative emotion levels will fall. So, if you find yourself ruminating about yourself and your concerns, you can actually learn how to switch your thinking to what you might do to make the lives of the people around you better. And that could be, your immediate partner, for example, or your immediate family members, or your friends, or your business partners, or people in the broader community. Now, the other thing I would say, something you could try to do, is write down all the things that you're afraid of and avoiding that are necessary for you to do to move forward, right? So these would be things that you're not doing that you know you need to do in order for you to move to where you want to move. Then you need to break each of those down. You need a strategy, and a written strategy would be very helpful. You need a strategy of exposure. Like maybe you're behind on your tax documents, let's say. So like if it's a stack of unpaid bills that you're terrified of and that you've been avoiding for a few months, or even worse, you're going to be pretty damn afraid to even take a look at the problem. But it'll almost inevitably be the case that if you take a look at the problem, a detailed look, the reality will be less terrifying than the specter that your imagination has conjured forth. And that will also fortify you, partly because you reduce the number of things that you're afraid of by actually dealing with those things, so they go away. You actually solve the problems, but also you train yourself to see that you're the sort of person that doesn't have to run from their problems, no matter what they are. And that deep learning that you are that sort of person is, in fact, the solution to the problem that you're describing with regards to severe anxiety.